Hi ladies and gentlemen, in this video I would like to share how to make a pre-recorded lecture using a software named OBS Studio. So OBS Studio is a free software, so I will show you how to download the OBS software. So you can go to Google, you just need to search OBS Studio. Then you will see OBS Open Broadcaster Software. So you can click into the website, and then there are three versions. Depends on what types of operating system that you are using. So I'm using Windows, so I just download the OBS version for Windows. So I will save the file on my desktop. So the file is ready, so now we can install it. So just click next. So the file will be installed at the program file in drive C. So this is the location by default. So I click install. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes for it to install, depending on how fast is your PC or laptop. Okay, so it's done. So now we can see there is an icon on your desktop. So this is the icon for OBS Studio. So double click on it. So this is the software OBS Studio. So when you first time click into this software, it will do some configuration. So we just follow the instruction. So the first pop-up will ask you whether you want to run the auto configuration wizard or not. You just click yes, and then there are two options. So this OBS Studio have the function for streaming and recording. So in this video I will show you how to use it for recording. So I will choose the optimize just for recording and click next. So the rest of the system or the rest of the function will be selected or detected by the software, so you don't have to worry. You just click next and apply setting. Okay, so the software is ready to go. So before that, I would like to show you how to do some simple setting. Like for example, when you record the video, where is the video uh, or where the system will save the video, and including setting of the file format. So we just go to file, settings, then you just click output. So you will see here, this is a recording path, means where's our videos or recorded video going to save. So in this file or in this setup, or by default, is saved at my folder named videos. So of course you can create your own folder. So for example, I will close this setting first. I will create a folder named pre-recorded lecture. So, and then we go back to the OBS Studio, go to file and settings, and then output. So now I would like my video to be saved in the folder that I created just now. So I click browse, go to the desktop and click on this, the folder that I just created. Select the folder. So you will see here now whatever video that you have recorded or I have recorded, it will be saved in this location or the folder name pre-recorded lecture. So another important format that need to be set is the recording format. So by default, the system will set it as MKV. So MKV file is not a common video file. So if you save your video in the form of MKV, you may need some software to convert it into MP4 before you can do the video editing. So to make our work easier, so I would just, you can just click on it and choose MP4. So MP4 is a common video file where it is acceptable for most of the video editing software. So we just change to MP4 and then click apply, click OK. So we are ready to go. So you can see here we have a tab for scenes. So this scenes is for example, if you have two monitors, you want to have scene 1 for monitor 1, scenes 2 for monitor 2, but in this case I am using laptop, so I only have one screen or one monitor, so I just leave it as a scene. So of course, if you would have two monitor, you want to add another scene, you can just click a plus button. So just click OK, then it will come up with a scene 1 and scene 2. So I will remove the scene 2 first. And then sources is the tab that allow us to share your slides and even the image that captured by your camera on your laptop or PC. So I will start with a function that to share your PowerPoint slide, or the function that allow us to share the PowerPoint slide. So I will click plus, so you can see there are various sources that we can share. You can share your audio input or audio output, and even the video capture device. So the most common video capture device is your camera on your laptop. So I will talk about it later. So I will start with video capture. Just click on the video capture and then click OK. And then you can click OK again. So you will see the video capture function has been added to the sources. So now I will try to project one of my slides. So just look at the file name. So my file name is sqc7001 underscore topic 1 underscore what is mass spectrometry. So to project this PowerPoint slide, just double click on the window capture. So you will see my slide is listed in the drop down list. Sometimes you have to click a few times, or it may take a few seconds for it to load. So once you see the PowerPoint that you would like to project, then you can just click on it. So your slide is ready to go. Okay, another way for us to make our control easier is when we would like to put on the slideshow. So most of the slideshow, when you click on the slideshow button, the slide will be displayed in a full screen where you can't see the taskbar. So if you can't see the taskbar, we might be having a difficulty to make a control or switch to the other slides. So what you can do here is, okay, so this is how slideshow look like. So we can't see the taskbar. So if you would like to switch to the other slide, so or the other software, it will be difficult to control because you need to, every time you have to press the escape button. So for this case, I'll show you another function of a slideshow in PowerPoint. So you can just click on the slideshow and then set up slideshow, and then under the show type you select browse by an individual window, then you click OK. So now we would like to see what is the difference after we have select the different slideshow function. So I click the slideshow again. So now you can see that the desktop is now showing the taskbar. So if you have a few slides, you can change the slide without pressing the escape or pressing the escape button. Okay. So this is how your lecture notes look like. So another function is maybe you would like to show yourself in delivering the lecture. You can just go to click plus button, go to video capture device and click OK. So now you can see here the video is capturing me. So you can adjust the size. Okay, you can also put to a place where you prefer. Okay, so the next step will be start the recording. So to start the recording, you can just see this on your right hand side panel. There is a function called start streaming, start recording. So I will just click on the start recording button. Then the OBS Studio is start recording. So basically you can just deliver your lecture by going back to your slides. So you can scroll your slide and deliver your lecture. So once it is done, you can go back to the OBS Studio and stop the recording. Or sometimes you may prefer to do it to deliver the lecture part by part. Then you can control by start recording and stop recording. So now we see whether the file that have been recorded will go to the folder that we have created. So you can see here now the video ready. Click view slides. So once it is OBS Studio, so the file, the video file name will be according to the date and time. So and then it is in the format of MP4. Okay, before I end this video, I would like to show another function where we can use the shortcut key to control the start and stop recording. So to set the hotkey, you just need to go to File, Settings, and then you click on the hotkeys. So you can see here there are lots of functions where we can assign the shortcut key. So in this case, I will just focus on the start and stop recording. So I have set my shortcut key to Q and W. So to set it, you just need to type the letter or the key that you would like to set. So for example, I will use E and R. So once you have set, you can just click on apply, OK. Okay, now instead of click on the start recording button, you can just press the E button to start the recording, and then when I press R, it will stop the recording. So let's see whether the video is saved in our folder or not. So you can see here, this is the video that we recorded, or the video that I have recorded by using the shortcut key. I think that's all for this video. Thank you very much.